Hi Ian, this is just for you, exercise for your sacroiliac problem. I'm going to break this down to a couple of exercises. We're going to do a lying leg slide with arm openings, and we're going to be doing what some people call the bird dog, okay, also known as Superman, and also we're going to do some stretches of your buttocks, okay. Each exercise is broken down into smaller segments, so it's easier to do. So we start on your back, okay, like so, with your knees bent at 90 degrees. First of all, let your body relax in this position. Spend about a minute to 2 minutes slow, deep breathing, relaxing the pelvis into the ground, okay? Sometimes that's enough just to let the pelvis settle properly. Now think about your tummy, hold your belly button towards your back. Don't flatten your spine, okay? Keep everything in neutral spine with a bit of space underneath here, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in deeply, okay? And as you breathe out, let your legs slide down, okay? And breathe in and bring it back up again, keeping the pelvis steady. So this here and this here, this whole section from here to here is not rocking at all. Okay, so the leg goes down and back as you breathe in. And breathe out, slide the other leg down, and breathe in and back again. If you feel really comfortable to do so, you can let your leg drop out to the side into abduction, okay? And then this can then slide out again and back to the middle again. But if you're getting groin pain, this may be a bit too much. So if it still hurts, okay, just stick with the leg sliding forward and out and bring it back up again towards you, okay, with each breath. So breathe out and breathe in and breathe out and breathe in. In fact, slower than that. So breathe out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the speed you want. And then if you feel comfortable, bring your arms in. So arms above your head, okay, and I'm going to move a bit further over here. See a bit more clearly. As you drop your leg out, you're going to drop both arms above your head. Now notice I'm not lifting and arching my back. Some people they do this. You don't want to do that. You want to keep this rigid, okay? Because this is stabilising your pelvis and your lumbar spine. So the leg goes down and out, arms around to the side, and back up again. Oh, then I'm apologising. I've got the holy t-shirt again. There you go. So drop the leg down and out, and round and back. Drop down and out, so lengthening the spine and come around to the side and back up again. So one more time, and round and back up again, okay? You could do this for about 12 repetitions. If you're doing it, say, for 5 seconds each, it's going to take you 2 minutes just to get through that. That'll be 6 reps on each leg. And you can do it fairly frequently. It's not a high stress stretch at all, or exercise. It's what we call a proprioceptive exercise, and it helps to educate your spine, your pelvis, where it needs to be whilst you move your arms and your legs. So I think it's often known as a disassociation exercise as well, okay? Next we move on to our fronts, okay? So go on to all fours actually, like this. And same thing, okay? Keep the tummy tucked in, keep a nice stable pelvis, and looking twisting or rotating side to side, including the upper back. You're going to just slide one leg behind you and back. And slide out and back. Squeeze your bottom as you go to the 4-range of motion and back down again and up and back. Okay, do the same thing with the arm. And lift the arms and down and lift the arms and down. What I like to do is after I've done a few repetitions of this, I like to get the leg out and back, squeeze the bottom, lift the foot 1 inch off the ground. You can't quite see it there. Let's do it from this angle. So back here 1 inch off the ground and hold that, okay, for about 30 seconds. I do the same also with my arms. So I hold that for 30 seconds. And then I combine the two, opposite arm and opposite leg. So leg comes back, squeeze the tummy, of course, squeeze the bottom, lengthen the leg and lengthen the arm in front of you at the same time. Keeping a neutral spine and your tummy tucked in at all times. And holding that position if you can, opposite arm and leg for about 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. Here we go, like that. And if you feel comfortable to do so, you can then start to do some dynamic movements. It's unlikely if you're in acute pain you'll be able to do this, but this is something you can do. You can work up to. So the leg comes out and the arm comes out, and then you bring them down. You touch your knee to your hand. So there's a bit of a crunch going. So we actually got a bit of dynamic motion coming on here, but then we lengthen and squeeze out. There we go. Lengthen and squeeze and down. This is a bit hard because you've got to make sure you don't over arch your back. And I've got quite an arch in my back as it is, so it's really hard for me. It's good exercise for me to do. So make sure when you do it, someone watches you, or you can do it so you can see yourself in a mirror as well. After you've done those exercises, because you've worked your glutes quite a bit, you then want to make sure you stretch those off. And again, if this is too painful, then I would recommend avoiding this exercise for now, but just give this a try if you can, okay? So pop on your back, cross your leg over the other knee, put both hands behind the knee, and pull towards you. Now, the important thing to do is not just pull upwards, pull down and back towards the ground, because you're flattening your shoulder blades into the ground. You're still getting a good stretch, but most importantly, you're not aggravating your neck and shoulders, okay? It's because the pull is down and back and not up around your ears. Hold this for 30 seconds, repeat on both sides, and that should be enough just to get you going. It's very low stress. You can do this a few times a day. I'd say about 3 times a day, every single day, maybe even as much as 5 times a day. Obviously, if any of these hurt, stop or try to make modifications, or only do them as far as progressions will allow. But anyway, worth a try, and that should help just to stabilise the pelvis and just calm down any sacroiliac problems. If you still have any issues from that and it is not going away, then come back to me and we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, speak to you soon and good luck with those exercises.